Alright, let's start at the beginning. My name is Bruno and I used to suck at nollies. That's why I forced myself to dedicate a tiny part of my life to this trick. But you guys must know that that wasn't the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is to learn nollie late flips. Big thanks to all of you that shared and subscribed to my progression videos. They're getting quite some recognition here on YouTube and they do take 5 times more effort to create, but they're a lot more meaningful, so your engagement helps me out to create this a successful series. And for the ones that are just tuning in, you can check out my progression video playlist on my channel. Yeah, they're great. They're the best. So the nollie late flip, or more precisely the nollie late front foot flip. What is this trick? How is it done? Why can't I do it? Why can't you do it? And how long will it take me to learn? 10,000 hours? Because according to Malcolm Gladwell, that's the key to success in any field. Is skateboarding in that field? Is the nollie late flip in that field? Well, what is this trick and how are you supposed to do it? By explaining this trick, it'll become clear why you and I can't do it. To be honest, it's just extraordinarily complex. The first part consists out of a nollie, so you press or push your nose into the ground, jump at the same time, and then you're supposed to go up. Despite me having learned this skill in my latest skateboarding progression video, this skill is still at a stage where I'm unable to do them consistently, which means this challenge, this progression video, is going to be extra difficult. Once you are floating in the air, you're supposed to use the same front foot for flipping the board. This is why this trick is so challenging. You pop and flip with the same foot. Nollie, level your board, and then flip the board with the same foot. This is why it's called the nollie late flip. Instead of flipping whilst popping, you have to wait. Okay, so it's Monday, March 18th, 4:45, first day of practice. Day 1 started out quite alright. I practiced this trick, I failed, missed the board, failed again, flipped halfway, fallen, ate shit, failed again. To summarize, I made progression. After 40 minutes I had accomplished something new, which was being able to land on the board with one foot. So the progression wasn't too special, but I did learn something, which was that taking good breaks is really important. Might sound simple, but for me it's quite easy to get caught up in trying, and I won't allow myself to take a short proper break. But not doing that doesn't allow for your energy levels to restore, your tries won't be energized, and you'll get frustrated and end up ending your session earlier. So this is something I learned. Taking breaks is part of the practice. By making a 4 or 5 minute break part of your practice, your tries will be more optimized, thus your practice will be more effective. Nollie late flips are generally considered difficult. I personally only know one person who can do them, and beautiful nollie late flips are done by a person named Seva Krutkov, a Dutch professional skateboarder. So this challenge, there's Dutch pride involved. Alright, it's been 2 days since the first day of practice. I'm riding towards the skate park right now. I have exams in a week, so not too much time, but we're still doing it. It's pretty shitty weather, kind of depressing, clouds, but the ground is dry, and that's what we need, so I'm doing it. Day 2 was kind of a shitty day in terms of the weather. Trick didn't work out, only practiced for 15 minutes. Did have a positive thought though, because even though my nollies still look shitty, at least I was also practicing my nollies by practicing nollie late flips. Want to snap my board so badly. Day 3 was a beautiful day. Your boy went out to practice during golden hour. Nonetheless, this didn't help because no progression was made during these 20 minutes of practice. So by now I was 3 days in and no progression was evident. I knew this trick was going to be difficult, but I did expect it to be going a bit smoother than this. On this day, I met up with my boy Remy and some serious practice began. Alright, it is day 4, but I just had my exams, so right now it's time to start practicing again. But I thought I had it, but not today. Unfortunately, I flew too close to the sun because the feeling of this trick started to fade away. And on this day, March 28, 2019, no clean rollaway of the nollie late flip was made. Day 5 seemed promising. It seemed like the day I was going to land this trick. But the first 10 minutes of practice were the actual opposite of day 4. I didn't get close to rolling away. I didn't land on the board, but to make matters even worse, couldn't even get the flip to go right. I actually felt like I was making regression. I left after 20 minutes. The only thing that kept me dedicated to this trick was my skateboarding knowledge of knowing that sometimes you're just not connecting with your board. The board feel just wasn't there. My name is Bruno and I'm never going to land nollie late flips. So getting worse at this trick was not doing me any good. It felt like the whole world was against me and I desperately sought advice, which was given to me on the 6th day of trying this trick by a 9-year-old bicycle kid. Hoe lang denk je dat het duurt voordat het me gaat lukken?
49 dagen.
49 dagen? 49 days. 9-year-old bicycle kid told me 49 days. All hope was lost. But during these dark days of a snapped skateboard and no hope, I stumbled onto a graph I made in my second skateboarding progression video. Progression doesn't go in a straight line, which might mean that I am somewhere right there. I'm right there on that graph right now, which means the skill of the nollie late flips, it's closer than ever. Just for the people wondering about my snapped board, I had it for way too long, so don't be mad because this is free skateboard setup content. Oh yeah. That's insane. Alright, look at that. That's the board right there. New board, who is this? On day 7 I decided to go out and practice at another place. Fresh environment, fresh progression, right? Alright, so we're at the park. And not at the skate park because it's a beautiful day and it's way too busy. So I gotta try that nollie late flip anyway, so it doesn't really matter that we don't have any quarter pipes or ramps. Got real close again, still no clean rollaway, but at least we're back at landing on the board. On the 8th day, I went to another skate park. My OG viewers know this place as a skateboard classic because it's Olympiaplein. Decided to practice out there for a change and did some pretty awesome skating, but the trick didn't get any closer than the day before. Did land on the board a couple times, but unfortunately that was all. On day 9, I practiced for a little bit, 15 to 20 minutes, but still didn't make it. This trick was so difficult. It's unbelievable. Day 10. painful. Another day was my hope going to be shattered again, even after 10 days of dedication to this trick, just like the other 9 days. Energy was right though. I was kind of feeling good. Doing the trick felt kind of good. Only problem was that I wasn't landing it, which was sad because it's still the point of this video. Oh yeah, a classic skateboard grip. Okay, so even though I expected things to not work out on this day again, because I honestly thought it was just gonna be another day of getting close and not landing it, the odds seemed to be against me. The little bicycle kids seemed to be against me, but those things don't matter, because if you just stick to your plan, if you're stubborn and believe in your own method, things will eventually work out. So what did I learn during this tough adventure? Well, I learned a couple things. First thing is that taking proper breaks is a necessity. To me, it felt a bit counterintuitive to take a break because it feels like you're not able to keep up anymore, you're about to give up. But it's totally not. Taking a proper break allows you to be more energized and to put more effort into your next try. Second thing I learned, which I had already learned in one of my previous progression videos, is that progression doesn't go in a straight line. All I can say to go and work against this problem is stay on a timeline, because eventually things will work out. I did a bit of research into this phenomenon of learning things. I read the book from Malcolm Gladwell called Outliers. It's a book that studies successful people, and it also introduces this concept of the 10,000 hour rule, because most of you guys are familiar with it. Also read another article about spaced learning, and I think both of these ideas are true, but that's why I'm changing the format of my progression videos a tiny bit. It's going to be more efficient, more amazing, more exciting, so definitely stay tuned for the next one. If you're interested in the book I was just talking about, well, put an affiliate link in my description. I highly recommend that book to anyone that's interested in the stories of the successful people of our society, how they got good at their profession. I read it in a couple days last summer, so it's a book recommendation for you. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out and skate on.